Clear as crystal. Mastering clarity in passive voice sentences. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the crucial aspects of English language learning: maintaining clarity in passive voice sentences. This lesson falls under our Intermediate Grammar series, specifically focusing on common mistakes and pitfalls in the use of passive voice. We'll discuss what clarity in writing means and why it's so important, especially when using the passive voice. Let's get started. When we talk about clarity in writing, we're referring to how easily your reader can understand your meaning. Clarity is crucial because without it, your message may get lost, misunderstood, or ignored. In English, the clarity of a sentence can be affected by several factors, including word order, verb tenses, and sentence structure. But today, we're zooming in on the role of passive voice in sentence clarity. In English, the passive voice is a grammatical construction where the subject of the sentence is the recipient of the action, rather than the doer. This differs from the active voice, where the subject performs the action. For example, consider these two sentences. 1. The cat chased the mouse. Active voice. 2. The mouse was chased by the cat. Passive voice. The first sentence is in active voice, with the cat, the subject, performing the action of chasing. The second sentence is in passive voice, with the mouse, the subject, receiving the action of being chased. While passive voice is a useful tool and absolutely has its place in English writing, it can sometimes lead to confusion if not used properly, making sentences less clear and more difficult to understand. One common mistake with passive voice is omitting the agent of the action, the doer, especially when the agent is important to the meaning of the sentence. For example, the cake was eaten is a passive sentence, but it leaves us wondering, by whom? If the doer is important, it's best to include it. The cake was eaten by my brother. Another common mistake is overusing the passive voice, which can make your writing sound overly formal or impersonal, and often harder to follow. Remember, it's best to use passive voice sparingly and strategically. Here are some tips to maintain clarity when using passive voice. Always include the agent when it's important to the meaning of your sentence. Use passive voice strategically, and mix it with active voice to keep your writing dynamic. Make sure your sentence still follows a clear, logical structure, even in passive voice. Remember, practice makes perfect. With practice, you'll become more comfortable with using the passive voice effectively and clearly. And that wraps up our lesson on maintaining clarity in passive voice sentences. We hope you found this information useful and that it will assist you in crafting clearer, more effective sentences in English. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video. Happy learning!